I'm Tyler Pratt. I'm 20 years old, about to be 21, and I'm studying, I created a special program, Gender, Arts, and Theory. It's sort of a combination of gender studies and humanities, art history, music, a lot of things. Okay. I think coming to New College, I was aware that queer people were visible here, and queer people were at the same time invisible. They're just people here, and that there's not really any stigma associated with even just exploring sexuality here. One of the issues that I noticed coming here was that a lot of people were identifying with this fluidity, but not identifying with any sort of community. It was all very individualized, like, this is my identity, and it has nothing to do with yours. And, you know, I'm not really oppressed, this is just, you know, the way I am. And while that's great for an individual, I think it doesn't really lend itself to activism in any context. It doesn't lend itself to building community and a broader understanding of identity and sexuality. And the thing that I guess I'm most proud of that has changed at New College, I think, is that more people are interested in an active, community-based, queer community, like an activist community. And that wasn't here when I was a first year. My first year, no one asked us for our pronouns during orientation. And second year, that didn't really happen either. I was an orientation leader, and it was marked on our packet of what to do to ask for pronouns, but it was not really talked about in the orientation training. But my third year, or my second year as an orientation leader, we had an entire, I think it was only 30 minutes, but it was 30 minutes where we were talking specifically about pronouns and how to be trans-inclusive. And that was a great boon to a lot of people and really changed the way that orientation handled this. And it made a huge difference in the way the incoming class saw these potentially new people. I think at New College specifically, the next step for advocacy for trans inclusion is setting up changing structures within the system of our administration to support trans students who are changing their pronouns or changing their names. And for example, we have narrative evaluations, which are, I mean, it's kind of up to the professor, but almost entirely third person, which means that pronouns can be a very salient issue. Just based on what professors you're out to, or if you're out to any professors. This is kind of a personal thing. I know that a good half of my evaluations use male pronouns. The other, more than half probably use male pronouns. But then there are a few that use they pronouns. And I think it would be great for there to be a system where you could go in or have the administration go in and change your evaluations just the pronouns, and just sort of polish them up, because, you know, I don't know how having some evaluations with he pronouns and some evaluations with they pronouns is going to look when I'm applying to graduate school. It's kind of a shot in the dark. This is, in some sense, a new issue. But I think that allowing for that flexibility of identity to exist in representations of the student that the school is sending out is an important way that New College can follow changing times.